Here's something I've been ranting around for a long time, and this in the front section of the USA Today, and it says 1 in 3 elderly in U.S. die with dementia, and it says the dementia rate and deaths and that sort of stuff has just gone up like crazy, and it's like 68%, I think, since 2000. Since the year 2000, it's gone up 68% in the deaths from dementia. Now, that tells you the doctors don't know what they're doing. Tell you the doctors do not know what they're doing. So payments for health care, long-term care, hospice are expected to increase to $1.2 trillion by 2050 for the people 65 and older. Medicare costs for seniors with Alzheimer's or other dementias are nearly 3 times higher than those for those without these dementias. Medicaid payments are 19 times higher for people with dementias. And, of course, there's 4 different dementias, and medical doctors will always say Alzheimer's disease because they get paid more for Alzheimer's disease than they do the other 3. Contrary, I treat people nutritionally for all 4 when they're diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. We're getting so many people who are really at the terminal stages of their, quote, Alzheimer's disease, unquote, after 8, 10 years, and just within a few days, within a week or 10 days, 2 weeks, they're 100% normal just by, getting them eat a dozen eggs a day and also to get them on the 90 for Life program plus the secret sauce for dementia, which we'll get into in a minute. Okay, the stress on caregivers is estimated to result in more than $9 billion in increased health care costs for the caregivers. All right? And the number of people with Alzheimer's disease in the U.S. is expected to rise from 5.2 million, which it is today, to 13.8 million by 2050. Well, the big lie is, of course, that there's no prevention of Alzheimer's disease. The number, I think it's included in the top 6 causes of death in seniors is Alzheimer's disease. Says it's the only one of these 6 diseases that there's no prevention. Well, that's an absolute lie. I will show you, and I want you to get a hold of the book, God Bless America. The book, God Bless America. I will teach you how to reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 80%. How's that? I will teach you how to reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 80%. And then, by supposition, I believe we can actually bring it to, we can prevent it by 100%. Just by expanding on it. I've just gotten all the more details and data, and I'm kind of sifting through it because I know what I'm looking for, or I'll find it, right? Because they're saying that there's no prevention. That's absolutely not true. I mean, we're talking about a big, expensive, double-blind, gold standard, random study where half the people were put on one program, half the people were put on another program, and the one on the test group had 78% less Alzheimer's disease than the ones who just got the standard program, right? So I know how to reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 78 to 80%. It's as clear as a bell, drop dead, predictable as gravity, and it's not hard. So I want you to get a hold of the book, God Bless America. It's in there. Now, that book is designed for baby boomers. There's all these epidemics steaming your way as baby boomers, people born between 1946 and 1964. We're talking not about the swine flu and the bird flu epidemics. We're talking about Alzheimer's disease, obesity, diabetes. We're talking about, diabetes. The cost has almost doubled since 2001. Okay? The cost has almost doubled for diabetes. And I'll show you how to be an ex-diabetic in anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Sometimes it happens as quickly as 2 days. It's amazing what happens when you get off the bad stuff and you do the good stuff. So, again, I want you to get a hold of the book, God Bless America. Contact your Youngevity associate and say, hey, I've got diabetes, and Dr. Wallach says he can help me make it better. Yep. I have a relative or a friend, or maybe even I've been diagnosed with dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and you say you can reduce it by as much as 80%. That's correct. Actually, more than that, I believe, but at least I have drop-dead, double-blind, gold standard, randomized studies that show 78 to 80%, right? But I believe taking and building on that information that we could get it to preventing it by 100%. So anybody who says there's no prevention for Alzheimer's disease really should go to jail for medical fraud, for insurance fraud, because they're just telling you that so they'll be able to treat you forever. Well, we don't want to treat you forever. We want you to be an ex-Alzheimer's patient. We want you to die at 120 or older with one piece of paper or 2 pieces of paper in your medical records, a birth certificate and a death certificate, right? You don't want to have a 3-inch thick medical record folder with 18 diseases in there. You're on 27 prescription drugs. You're seeing 6 specialists. Somebody needs to go to jail here. You have good insurance, and the doctors are using you for an ATM machine, or they're buzzards eating roadkill. And so you have to make sure that you know where you're going. And if you do what I tell you, at the very least, you'll be able to reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 78 to 80%. Now, that's a pretty bold statement, but I've got the proof in my fat little hand here. It's beyond question. It is drop dead, predictable as gravity, and I'm excited for you. Look in the USA Today, and it'll scare you, but they're saying all these terrible things. There's no prevention, no treatment, no cure. They're the big liars. Big liars. Of course, we're not too surprised because the medical system they've legislated themselves into a protected monopoly. They're self-policing. They can kill, rob, rape, and pillage with impunity, and nobody goes to jail. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
You may have heard about the 90 essential nutrients or the mighty 90 needed for good health. But with all the products out there, what exactly are they talking about? The Mighty 90 is 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 60 plant-derived minerals, and 2 essential fatty acids. So now you know. But with all the products you see and hear advertised, what exactly do you buy to come up with the Mighty 90 and the right ratios to promote good health? Longevity has made it easy with the Healthy Start Pack, which contains 1 canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine Vitamin and Plant-Derived Mineral Complex, 1 bottle of Bone and Joint Enriching OsteoFX Plus, and 1 bottle of EFA Plus Essential Fatty Acids, all in the proper ratios to promote good health and vitality. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Longevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound, turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, mammograms are back in the news again. You know, recall the United States Preventative Services Task Force recommended that women should only get mammograms every couple of years if, they're between the age of 50 and 74, and then those over the age of that not getting them at all. And of course, the American Cancer Society recommends that women get the breast cancer screening starting every year once they're 40 years old. Well, now a Danish study has come out, and this was all headlined in an ABC News story headlined, Psych Effect Linger After False Positive Mammograms. And they say that this Danish study of about 1,300 women found that those that received a false positive result on a mammogram screening reported symptoms of anxiety and depression that lingered 3 years after the cancer diagnosis was ruled out. They said their psychological well-being would more closely match that of a breast cancer patient than a healthy woman. According to the lead author here, Dr. John Brodersen of the University of Copenhagen's Department of Public Health, says it's comparable to a life crisis like getting divorced or death of a close family member. And this was all published in the journal Annals of Family Medicine. They say women who had false positives were also more likely to report disturbances in sleep and sexuality. They say 1 in 8 women in America will battle breast cancer in their lifetime. And they say that, according to the American Cancer Society, there will be over 230,000 new diagnoses, and of those, 40,000 will die. And, of course, the U.S. Preventative Task Force has recommended getting those only every couple of years because they say sometimes the stress of a false positive can actually lead to other procedures like biopsies and lumpectomies and mental stress. And a 2010 study of 100,000 women suggested the risks of false mammogram positives may even outweigh the benefits. They estimated that for every one woman's life saved by a mammogram, 2,000 women have to be screened, leading to 200 false positives and 10 unnecessary surgeries. And according to Medicare data from earlier this year, they found that Medicare spent more than $410 million on screening women 75 and older, which this group isn't even recommended to have them at all. So there you go, another cha-ching factor as far as the medical industry goes.
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up. Again, they did a 30-year study on what happened with the mammogram thing, right? Very similar results. So they said 31% of the mammograms over the 30-year period since the beginning of them 30 years ago were false positives, 31%, which resulted in 1.3 million women getting mastectomies, getting their breasts cut off, getting chemotherapy and radiation unnecessarily. They're put into the victory column and saying, here, we gave them all this treatment, and then, they lived another 10 years, died of something else. Well, they didn't even have breast cancer to begin with. The worst year was 2008, where they had 70,000 false positives, and it's just absolutely criminal. They had, I think, total over the 30 years, 1.3 million false positives, and they listed them as cures. And so the whole thing was a big scam. I knew something was happening, Doug, because about 10 years ago, you may remember this, Harvard Medical School came out and said, don't get mammograms anymore. Do self-breast examinations, ladies. Do it on the 15th of every month. Do it yourself, even if you're 10 years into menopause. Map out your breast yourself with all the lumps and bumps here and there. If you get a tenderness you never had before, if you feel any kind of something that's different than you've ever felt before, get a high-resolution ultrasound. No radiation, no risk of damage, no risk of death, no risk of false diagnoses. You do not want to go there. Okay, listen to Doug and listen to me. Okay, and we'll save you. We'll be back with more truth, justice, and the longevity way after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Utah. And Wayne, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Wayne, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm calling about my father, who is an 87-year-old World War II veteran.
Okay.
He's 6'1", weighs 235. Had a mini stroke approximately 10 years ago.
Okay.
And then he had a surgery after that, and doctors
had brain surgery?
No, it was another surgery for another issue, and he got an atrial fibrillation right after that surgery, and these doctors prescribed Coumadin for him for a period of about 3 years. He's been off of that medication now for 2 years because the cardiologist told him that he didn't think he needed to be on it anymore, so he got him off of that, which is good. But they do have him on a low potassium diet because he has.
Okay, so what's the question? What's the question today?
Question is what kind of supplement program should he be on with respect to issues with blood pressure? Because he's taking 5 medications for blood pressure plus an aspirin every day, and he also is on cholesterol-lowering medication.
Okay, we'll stop there a second.
Okay.
Because we've given enough history for 18 patients here, which tells me a lot. This guy's got lots of problems. Okay, and all these problems. Does he have any skin problems? Any issues with eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, dry skin, that kind of stuff? Rosacea? Look like Santa
Claus? I don't
Claus?
believe so. No.
Okay, good. Any issues with asthma, bronchitis, chronic respiratory stuff?
No.
Does he have diabetes?
He has been borderline diabetes, and he has been on diabetes medication, but he controls it mainly through diet.
Okay, but he's still got it. See, I love it when I say, "Does he have diabetes?" He said, "Well, yeah, but it's under control." Okay. Well, you still got it. You know, it's kind of like having brain cancer, but you got the pain under control with aspirin. You still got brain cancer, right? You still got to deal with it. Okay. So, and that was because that will help me determine what the high blood pressure is for. Does he have any kidney issues? Does he have a reduced kidney function?
Yes. His kidney physicians are telling him he's at 21% function, and he's on a low potassium diet because...
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. When the thing that's causing his blood pressure is a release of a hormone called renin by his kidneys, R-E-N-I-N. Drive his blood pressure up in hopes of driving more blood through the kidneys. When you have reduced kidney function, there's usually nothing wrong with the kidney, but the little arteries that carry the dirty blood into the filtering unit are plugged. Okay, so hang on. We'll be back. I'll tell you what to do after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Utah and Wayne. Okay, your dad weighs 235 pounds. He needs to get off of all the bad stuff to stop the ongoing damage to the arteries in his kidneys, also the arteries in his body, which contributes to the high blood pressure. We got to deal with the diabetes. So, no fried foods, no exceptions. Absolutely no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, no exceptions. Got the nitrates and nitrites in it, inflame arteries, small ones, plugging them. Also has lots of sugar in there, plus they use wheat as a filler. No processed meats with nitrates and nitrites. Okay? Then absolutely no oils, no margarines, mayonnaise, salads, cooking oils. Even though he doesn't have any overt signs of gluten intolerance, I still put him on a gluten-free diet as much as you can. All right. Then, from a supplement standpoint, I would give him, because he has AFib now, or a history of it, I would give him 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. That'll allow him to have 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the anti-tangerine NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 15 glucogel capsules a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All that will be accomplished by the 2 healthy bone and joint packs, and that's designed to do several things. Number 1, to support and promote healthy maintenance repair of the disc in between his vertebrae. When you have AFib, there's nothing wrong with your heart. You have AFib, it's almost always something to do with the back. And where you have T1, 2, 3, and 4, those vertebrae are getting closer together because of degenerative disc disease. And our goal here is to support and promote maintenance repair of those discs, make them thicker, push the vertebrae apart, and reduce the pinching of those peripheral nerves, the spinal nerves that actually cause AFib. Then the diabetes, I want him to also have 4 of our sweeties 3 times a day. That's 3 bottles a month of the sweeties. And I want him to monitor his fasting blood sugar every day before he does medicate himself. When he gets down below 100 for, a couple of weeks or a month in a row without any medication, he doesn't need medication anymore. And then for the high blood pressure and the kidney failure, I want him to have ultimate daily tablets. I'd like him to have 9 of those a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. They're designed to get blood flowing through blocked arteries and also to support and promote healthy blood pressure levels. That'll require 2 bottles a month of the ultimate daily tablets. And so this program is designed to stop ongoing damage, to help support and promote maintenance repair, to deal with the damage already done, and then, of course, to prevent more damage in the future. And so what I want you to do is call me every couple of weeks, if you would, please, Wayne. I want to know your dad's blood sugar levels, fasting blood sugar levels. If you get a A1C hemoglobin once in a while, I'd like to know that. Gives us some idea how well he's controlling his diabetes. I would like to know his blood pressure and his weight, and if he has any issues with AFib anymore. I need to know all that. Give me a call, and we'll walk you through this. But I think he'll respond very well. Even 87 years old, we have people far older than that to do a great job with this program. Okay, well, stick with us. We'll be back with more truth, justice, and the longevity way. And dead doctors don't lie after these messages.
Let's head to British Columbia, Canada, and Gordon, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Gordon, you're on the air.
Wallach.
Yes, sir.
I had called you a little while back about my wife. She had gallstones, and you had recommended things to get for that. And about a week ago, she took all the pills that she was supposed to, and her stomach has acted up in the past, especially like if she's taking antibiotics. It has sent her stomach into pain, indigestion, acid reflux, gurgling, and stuff like this. And she usually uses like acid reflux and indigestion tea, flaxseed gel, and stuff like that to kind of get her stomach back to normal. And it takes about a month to do that, at least a month. And when she took the pills, it kind of set her stomach off. So what I wanted to ask is, what can we do to get her stomach, kind of normalized and working properly so she can take the products that you recommended?
Okay, well, first of all, how much does your wife weigh?
200 pounds.
Okay, and again, we're supposed to have the complete program. That would be 2 healthy start packs per month.
Yes.
Right, all 90 essential nutrients, and I'm sure I would have said, I speak to thousands of people a day, so I'm sort of addressing it as if this was the first time, but I believe I would have said the ultimate enzymes, and I would have her take 1 or 2 of those at that body weight, 1 or 2 of those, say 2 to 5 minutes before each meal with a couple ounces of water. And then when she gets some kind of reaction, this could be from the food she ate, it could be from who knows what. Some people, they just reacted with drinking water, okay? That I would have her use our peppermint oil from our Ancient Legacy division, put 3 or 4 drops of our peppermint oil in an 8-ounce cup of hot water and let her sip on that. I've had people who've had reflux. I mean, every 30 seconds they're belching, burping, bloating, 12, 18 hours a day. They do it in the middle of the night. If they have lots of gas and they get reflux. And so just for the first time in 23 years, this gal, just like in 2 minutes, her reflux went away by using this Ancient Legacy peppermint oil. It has the ability to support and promote healthy stomach environment, healthy stomach function and everything, and certainly give, at the very least, give relief. And so that's the piece that I would have on hand in case she does have one of these episodes. But the goal here is to make this a permanent resurrection of her stomach here, so to speak. And, of course, when you have reflux, it's not acid reflux. Everybody calls it acid reflux, but it really should be called lack of acid reflux. Because what happens is when you don't have enough stomach acid to keep your stomach sterile, viruses, bacteria, yeast, fungus, everything grows in there. It's like a fermentation vat, like you're making beer in your stomach. It's dark and warm and a lot of fluid in there. You get your pH of your stomach environment up, say 4, 5, or 6, close to neutral, and things grow in there. When they get food, again, sugar, fiber, carbohydrates, fluids, they will generate gas and cause reflux. And it's a lack of acid reflux that causes it. So our goal here is to reacidify the stomach, and anytime she's going to, until that stomach is reacidified, if she takes in anything that's going to be fuel for these bugs to generate gas, that's going to happen. But the ultimate enzymes should help sterilize the stomach. They're going to lower the pH. And also, I would use that peppermint oil in case she does have an episode. You do not want to take any antacid. You do not want her to take Tums or Rolaids or any of these antacid things because it will make it worse, okay? You do not want her to get Prilosec. You don't want her to get Nexium. None of the proton pump inhibitors that shut off stomach acid. That's exactly doing the wrong thing. So it's imperative that we actually acidify her stomach as opposed to making it more towards the neutral. That's absolutely the wrong thing to do. And it's not surprising because doctors always get it wrong, and that's why only dead doctors don't lie. Okay, so give me a call in a couple of weeks. Try that Ancient Legacy peppermint oil. I think she'll be happy with the relief she gets. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Columbus, Ohio, and Matt, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Was it Mac or Matt?
It's Matt, yeah, M-A-T-T.
Okay, how can I help you, sir?
Well, I just wondered, I was kind of hoping to see one of your opening monologues about this Harvard University study or wherever else. I think there's been a few of them that try to link calcium supplementation with increased risk of heart attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I think they must be, anybody who that is happening to is not balancing all their other nutrients. But
well, sure. Well, there's several things happening there. It's a good question here, Matt. And you have to know what calcium supplement we're talking about. For instance, as you point out, I don't like anybody to take a single nutrient. When you start cherry picking and taking a lot of a single nutrient, you make deficiencies of other nutrients worse, okay? Makes the deficiency of the other nutrients worse. So I like this. That's why we like this basic platform of the 90 essential nutrients. You provide the body with everything it needs and let it select what it wants. And then when you have a history of heart problems, you got to stay away from all the bad stuff, the fried foods, the processed meats, the oils, and the gluten. But also, you need to nourish the heart, and that would include selenium, de-stress capsules, and also the ultimate daily tablets to get more circulation going through the coronary arteries. Now, I can foresee if somebody uses a lot, say 3,000 milligrams of something, oyster shell, eggshell, calcium carbonate, that kind of stuff, the carbonate actually neutralizes the stomach acid, and you cannot absorb the other minerals either. The efficiency of absorption of the minerals goes way down when your stomach environment gets up close to neutral. When you drink carbonated drinks or you take carbonates, like calcium carbonate, it actually neutralizes the stomach acid, which is exactly the wrong way to go. And while there may be, by analysis, calcium in there, guess what? You can't use it very well because you need an extremely acid environment in your stomach to be able to absorb minerals, including calcium. So, to me, as your only source of calcium, that's what you're doing, is taking a lot of that. Calcium carbonate would not be the ideal source of calcium, and that's just from my experience, which is actually quite extensive when it comes to calcium supplements and the results you're going to see and so on. So you're exactly right. There's something else going on there. It's either the form of calcium they're in, the amount they're giving, and the deficiencies of other nutrients, which are actually aggravating, or in medical terms would be exacerbation, which means just making it worse. Okay, very well said, and I'll be prompted here to, Matt, do a little more digging here and go back and read the original study. I'll see if Doug can help me get that, and we'll look at the original study and see where their fallacy is, okay?
Well, thank you.
Hey, thank you, sir, for bringing it to the front. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Reno, Nevada, and David, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, David, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
I was reading in your book that you personally had success with reversal of hair loss using tin, and I can't find much information on that. I was wondering if you could tell me what dosage.
Well, the actual studies that I was referring to was Kyoto University in Japan, and they looked at both humans and animals, talking about male pattern baldness. They're able to prevent and reverse the supplementation with tin. There's the caveat: you have to be able to absorb it. So you have to make sure that you don't have a gluten intolerance too, and deal with all that. And then everything else the hair needs: collagen, 100% of all the nutrients, all the B vitamins. And we'll spend a monologue on that here in a couple of days because I'm working on that one too. We'll be back after these messages. With Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Texas. And Fidel, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Okay. Is that Fidel?
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay, Fidel, you're on the air.
Yes, sir, Dr. Wallach. I'm calling on behalf of my dad. He's 5'11", 253 pounds. He's a type 2 diabetic. He's got excessive psoriasis. He's got high blood pressure. He gets sleepy after he eats, and he's overweight. Wanted to see which recommendations you had.
Sure. Okay, well, 5'11", I'd like to see him like 185, 190, so losing 50, 60 pounds is in order here. Type 2 diabetes, you know what his fasting blood sugar is?
No, I don't, sir.
Okay. Psoriasis, is this on his face or arms or legs or what?
It's on his arms, it's on his head, it's on his feet.
Sure.
It's legs.
And I'm assuming this is not a new thing. I'm assuming this is not new. He's had this for a while?
Yes, he's had it for a while, yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, when you have psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, rosacea, where you have kind of like little red, rosy cheeks, like you look like Santa Claus with big red, rosy cheeks, and sometimes acne mixed in with it, this means you have a gluten intolerance. Very directly, no doubt about it, drop dead. He's got a gluten intolerance. So part of his problem is that he has a gluten intolerance, cannot absorb nutrients properly. He can absorb calories, is why he's overweight, but he can't absorb nutrients. So he needs to get off of gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, oats. I want you to get a hold of that CD called Cereal Killers so you can listen to that. There is a book called Hell's Kitchen, which goes into the weight thing and why nutritional deficiencies cause weight gain. Being overweight is not lack of exercise or eating too much, is actually nutritional deficiency. So here we go. No fried foods, no exceptions. Absolutely no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, no exceptions. Absolutely no oils, no margarines, mayonnaise, salad dressings, cooking oils, and if he eats canned fish, they got to be packed in water, mustard, tomato sauce, not oils. No gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats. Then his body weight, I'd give him, let's see, okay, let's start him out with 2 of the healthy blood sugar packs. There's 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine Nutri-Crystals at breakfast and dinner. I want him to have 3 of the Sweeties at breakfast and dinner. All will be accomplished by the 2 healthy blood sugar packs. But I want him to get another single bottle of the Sweeties because I want him to have 3 at noontime, so he's going to require another bottle to pull that off. So it'll be 2 healthy blood sugar packs, 1 bottle of the Sweeties, and then for the high blood pressure, I'd like him to have the Ultimate Daily Tablets. I want him to have 9 of those a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. That'll be 2 bottles of the Ultimate Daily Tablets, and that will support and promote healthy blood flow through blocked arteries and actually support and promote healthy blood pressure levels. And I want you to call me every couple of weeks. We get him down on his medication. I need to know his fasting blood sugars. I need to know his blood pressures. I want to know his weight. We can speed things up after a couple of weeks after he's sort of in the routine of taking these supplements. We'll get him on a weight loss program with our ASAP, and he'll lose anywhere from a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And the magic of all this is, Fidel, he will keep the weight off as long as he stays on his supplement program, because being overweight and having diabetes and high blood pressure, these are all a combination of inflammation caused by eating the wrong foods. And because you cannot absorb things when you have a gluten intolerance, guess what? You can't absorb the nutrients necessary to prevent and support and promote maintenance repair of all these problems. So I have a really happy outlook for your dad. These things are all resolvable fairly quickly, but he's going to have to make the dietary changes as well as the nutritional supplement program, and call me every 2 weeks, again, with his blood pressure, his fasting blood sugar, his weight. Let me know how his psoriasis is doing. But just being on a gluten-free diet, he's going to see improvement in that. Okay? Now, I know we only have moments left here, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. And I want to remind everybody to get a hold of that trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport to Aromatherapy for general things. I teach you how to deal with over 900 different diseases. And then specifically for weight loss and diabetes, get a hold of the book Hell's Kitchen. Once you know the truth, solving the problem's easy. Well, thank you, Doug. Thank you, Billy. Superlative job as usual. A lot of great testimonies and questions today. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. All are carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. For an extra boost, try JavaFit's Energy Extreme 62, a proprietary blend of nutrients including cambogia, green tea extract, an extra shot of caffeine, and niacin, designed to support metabolism and enhance physical performance. Available in single cup or single pot packs. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Jovolution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as tangy tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. If you're up several times every night to go to the bathroom, have frequent urination during the day, feel like you have to urinate but then have difficulty getting a stream going, have leaking, dribbling, or urgency to the point a restroom must always be nearby, you may have an enlarged prostate. According to the National Kidney Foundation, by age 60, more than half of all men have an enlarged prostate, or BPH. By age 85, that number is 90%, according to the American Urological Association. Ultimate ProstFX from Youngevity has been developed for nutritional support of the prostate gland. ProstFX promotes prostate health and supports healthy prostate function. Stop sprinting to the restroom and avoid those embarrassing moments with ProstFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.